Jai Vande Guru Padadvandam Bhakta Brinda Samanvitam Shri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Nityananda Sahoditam Shri Nandanandanam Vande Radhika Charanadayam Gopijana Samayuktam Brindavana Manoharam Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Namine Gauravani Pracharaya Dridha Sankalpamurtaye Krishna Shakti Sarupaya Bhakti Pradayane Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Yam Prabrajantam Anupetya Petakritam Dvaipayano Virahakatara Juhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravo Binedu Stam Sarva Bhutaridayam Munimanatosmi Yasvanubhavam Akila Shruti Saramekam Yadhyatmadipam Tititi Shatam Tavandam Samsarinam Karunaya Purana Guyam
No pressure.
Sonamupayami Gurum Munena
Already enough, Ken. Say what more you want.
Ajanulambito Bujau Kanakavaratau Sankirtanai Kapitaro Kamalaya Takshau Vishwambaro Dvijabaro Yuga Dharma Palo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karnavataro Divyat Brindaranya Kalpadrimadha Srimad Ratnadar Singha Sanastav Shri Radha Srila Govinda Devo Visthali Seva Mano Smarami Tamadi Devam Karuna Nidanam Tamalavarnam Suhitavataram Apara Sansara Samudra Setum Bhajamahe Bhagavata Swarupam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all I offer my Sashtagdana Pranam to the lotus feet of my Gurudev Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Stotra Shota Shishima Bhakti of Puri Goswami Maharaj. I pray for his causeless mercy and I offer my Sashtagdana Pranam to the lotus feet.
Haribol, Hanumanji.
Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Goswami Maharaj and Bhakti Sadak Muni Maharaj, praying for the causeless mercy. And I offer my Sashtagdana Pranam to the lotus feet of all of our Rupa Nuva Guru Vargas and praying for the causeless mercy. I give my Sashtagdana Pranam to all present Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, praying for the causeless mercy of all Maharaj, Bhakti Chakravarti Singh Maharaj and all. So, we're happy to be here. This is meaning of if you make some retreat, we should actually retreat the mind from this world. Just to retreat the body, go to some secluded place. This is also good, but the mind should also come out from this world. This is not so easy. It's a lot of effort to separate the mind from the sense objects. That is another topic that in Bhagavatam, in 11th canto, Kumaras, the Chatusande asking once to Brahma how to separate the mind and from the sense objects, and even Brahma, he thinking and thinking and thinking, he cannot understand how to do that. Then when he realized that with his 4 heads he cannot give answer to that question, he surrendered to the Supreme Lord and asking what to do. So then Hamsa appears. And what is the solution? How to separate the senses from the sense objects? What is the solution? What Hamsa said. Hamsa means one incarnation of Krishna. So what he said? how to separate the mind from the sense object, because naturally they are attracted to each other. No? Without any, you don't have to do anything, mind always goes to the sense objects. So how to separate? Seems like natural, no? This seems to be automatic, natural. So how to separate?
It's not possible separate. It's not possible separate.
That he did not say, no? There is a way.
Focus the senses on Krishna?
Only to focus the senses on Krishna, no other way. There is no other yogic technique or any process or any procedure how to do that. Only put your mind on Krishna, and how to do this is best. Here Bhagavatam, so Maharaj requested yesterday we should go to Vrindavan, which is not easy because Vrindavan means one has to be in service of Krishna. We have to serve. Who is not serving, who is not engaged his mind, his body, his senses in the service of Krishna, we cannot be there, even when reading something or listening something, but we cannot connect. So this is not so easy. Atashri Krishna namade na bhavet grajamindriyai sevan mukhe jivadau swayameva spuratyada. We cannot reach with the senses, with the mind, we cannot go to Vrindavan, because that is transcendental. Atashri Krishna namade, Krishna's name, Krishna's everything means Krishna's abode, Krishna's form, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's lila is beyond the senses. So Sevan mukhe jivadau, if one turns towards seva, and seva starts with the jiva, with the tongue, to speak Krishna's name, speak his katha, to take Krishna's prasadam. We're just singing Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he said, no? Gaurapriya shaka sevane jivana sartakamani. If I do seva, if I cook some shak for Mahaprabhu, I think my life is perfect. And after you accept also the prasadam, jivana sartakamani. And by this prasadam is sakala prapancha jai, it will conquer this material world, prasadam. So that starts with the tongue. And also chant his name. And that means service. Seva unmukhe hi jivado. If you turn to the seva, now we are away from the seva, we want to serve Maya. No? We want to enjoy Maya, we want to serve Maya. So we don't want to serve Krishna. But that is the mercy of the Gurus. They somehow or other engage us. They do something for Krishna. And Krishna is not ungrateful, he's Kritagya. One name of Krishna is Kritagya. He's very grateful. Whatever we know, whatever we do, he knows that. Whatever we do for him, he knows that. So, Krishna is so merciful that he manifests his lila also for himself, also for others. That all become attracted by him, because he's not just God, some Supreme Lord. No, he is doing wonderful lila, he has wonderful character, he has wonderful friends, wonderful relationships, and he's doing very wonderful deeds. And the nature of listening about Krishna is that you cannot get enough. It is going on and on and on. So, Krishna wanted this Bhagavatam to appear in this world because himself he left. Krishna left at the end of Dwapara Yuga. When Krishna left, Kali started. And Krishna took with him Dharma and Satya and all the good qualities and the cleanliness and all good qualities, all saintly qualities Krishna took with him. So what to do in this Kali Yuga? Therefore Krishna sent back this Bhagavatam, and to make this Bhagavatam appear, he arranged that Parikshit Maharaj is being cursed by one Rishi's son. And then Shukadev Goswami appeared, and Parikshit Maharaj asked what to do if one has to die within 7 days. Then Shukadev Goswami said, don't worry, 7 days, just one moment is enough. Don't worry, 7 days is long time. He told the story of Katwanga Maharaj, who was human being but was helping in the army of the demigods and fighting the demons. Then after fighting for a long, long time, he was also tired, exhausted, and the demigods were very pleased with his service, and they asked, what boon you want? Then Katha Maharaj, he said, oh, actually, what boon I want? How long I have left? How much time I have left to live? Then Brihaspati calculating, and he said, oh, 1 muhurta is left, 48 minutes are left. Then Katha Maharaj said, you all go. He gave up, he rejected all demigods. Nobody of you can help me. Took full shelter of the Supreme Lord. But Katha Maharaj, that is, should not forget, from childhood he was a devotee. From childhood he was trained. If you're not trained from childhood, last moment you cannot do that. Last moment you will ask for some last enjoyment or something. He was a devotee, so he said, all you go. He surrendered to the Supreme Lord. So 48 minutes are enough. That is immediately Shukadev Goswami assured to Parikshit Maharaj, don't worry, you have long time, 7 days is long time. And they were speaking and speaking, and after 4 days, I think they came to Krishna's lila. And you just imagine, we listen 2 hours, we are finished. What is spoken after 2 hours, the mind cannot anymore understand. No? Think of pain in the knees, pain in the back, some hunger is coming, sleep is coming, maybe some problems again coming to the mind, all these things. So difficult to listen, but Parikshit Maharaj, his problem was already solved. In the last 2 days before we spoke, in one sentence, Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Harir Ishvara Shuttavya Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Ichchata Abhayam. If you want to be free from fear, just listen, just speak, just remember the Sarvatma, the Super Soul, who is Bhagavan, who is Hari, who is Ishvara, don't worry. Then Parikshit Maharaj was pacified already. Then the all lila started and so many tattvas Shukadev Goswami was explaining, and he asking many questions. Then they came to Krishna's lila. At the end of 9th canto, Shukadev Goswami spoke Krishna's lila in 2 shlokas. Finished. Oh, he was born in Mathura, went to Gokul, there he did many lilas, lifted Govardhan hill, did Ras Lila, finished. Like this, in two verses. Then Parikshit Maharaj said, hey, please, I want to listen in detail. Please tell me why he appeared, what he did, and I want to listen in detail this. Then Parikshit Maharaj said, Nivrittata Shairupagiya Manat Bhavausarat Shota Manuabhiramat Tam Uttama Shloka Gunanuvanat Puman Virajeta Vinapashugnat. These who the liberated souls want to listen that. Nivrittata Shair, who have no more thirst for this material world, who finished with this material world, they cannot get enough. Nivrittata Shair Upagiya Manat, they sing always about this song, and this is Bhavausadat. This is the medicine to come out from this worldliness. Bhava Aushada. We need some medicine because we are fully identifying with this body only. Day and night only thinking body. So how to come out from this material conception? This is Bhagavatam. What they sing. Bhava Aushada Shrota Mano Abhiramarat. That is nice for the mind to listen. Nice for the ears also to listen. That is not bitter medicine, that is sweet medicine. So Parikshit Maharaj, after 4 days sitting, day and night, no sleeping, no eating, no drinking, no toilet, no nothing. After 4 days he said, we cannot get enough, this is so nice, this is sweet. Still that was sweet, that Katha. So, Bhavausadat Shrota Manobhirmat Kam Uttama Shloka Gunanuvada. That is the glorification of Uttama Shloka. So who but a killer of his own self will reject this? Who will reject it? This medicine is coming, so who will say no? Who will run away? We see many running away. You make program, you can make posters in the city, how many coming? Very few will come. If you tell them, you come out from worldliness, you become immortal, nobody will come. It's not attractive to become immortal. It's more attractive to become rich or beautiful or something else, no? People spend money for plastic surgery to get little external beauty, but they want externally become immortal, not want to become old, but really to become immortal, interest is not there. So, Puman virajeta vina pashugnat, who is want to kill himself or who is very cruel person, cannot accept that. So, Parikshit Maharaj, he encouraged to Shukadev, Goswami, please, speak more, I don't want, no stop, this is very sweet, I want more and more. Then Shukadev Goswami starts speaking about Krishna's lila. First, how he appeared and everything, comes out the story. So he went in detail, he spoke everything. Then he spoke Krishna's childhood pastimes, how he with the cows and the calves. Then how Krishna was bound up by Mother Yashoda, Damodar Lila. He spoke this. And then one day, they went out and Kamsa, he sent so many demons, Putana, then Trinavata, Shakatasura, then he sent also Aghasura. He was a big python, took the form of a big snake. And he was so powerful, demigods could not defeat him. Combined, the demigods tried to kill Aghasura, they could not defeat. So Kamsa sent him, kill Krishna. So Aghasura, he took this form of a big python, huge. Like the lower jaw was on the ground, the upper jaw was touching the sky, there's clouds, like this. And he opened his big jaw and was looking like a huge mountain with a cave. And the Krishna and the cowherd boys, they went looking and they always see, and then they saw, a new mountain is there. We never saw that. And there's a cave. And they went and Aghasura, he rolled out his tongue and made a nice red carpet for Krishna and the cowherd boys to enter. And when they were stepping on the tongue, it's a very soft ground, it's nice not to jump, to play. So they went. Then bad smell also coming from his mouth, because how many already eat so many people, or so the digestion coming is out, so bad smell. So then the cowherd boys said, what is that? But it was also interesting, it's a cave, and the big teeth, look like rocks. So then Krishna was also looking what they're doing. Then Krishna realized, this is a demon. And then also some of the cowherd boys said, maybe this is a demon. Very strange, this soft road. And this looks like could be some teeth or something, no? Maybe it's a demon, but anyhow, Krishna is here, let's go inside. They were saying, Krishna is here, he will save us. So they went inside the cave. And Krishna was shouting, hey, this is a demon, don't go inside. But they already went. They think, okay, if we die, Krishna will revive us. They have no fear. Fully surrendered to Krishna. And for Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's in one song, he's singing like that. We are like the cowherd boys. We will drink the poisonous water from the Jamuna, no problem. Because Krishna is there, he will save us. So devotees are like that. That is called Sharanagati, accept Krishna as the protector. So they went inside, and the demon kept his jaws open. He was waiting when Krishna will come. So they all went inside his belly, and they all died. All the cowherd boys died. Just acid from the stomach. So they all died. Then Krishna, I have to rescue. So Krishna went inside. So when Krishna went inside, Aghasura closed his mouth. And then already some demigods came, because they saw Aghasura is going to Vrindavan, so they want to see, maybe he is being killed or whatever. Then when the demon closed his mouth, oh my God, now Krishna is dead also. They were fearing, no? Because they know, they fight with him, they know what is the power of this Aghasura, they know it's very difficult to defeat him. Then he closed his mouth. Then Krishna went inside the stomach, saw all of them dead. I said, okay, then he has to help them. So Krishna, he came to the throat and expanded his body. I was thinking he suffocated this demon. But the demon is also very powerful, he also expanded his body. Krishna became big to block his throat, but Aghasura also became big. Then Krishna became bigger, then Aghasura became, so then Krishna finally, he has more mystic power. He blocked his throat, and Aghasura, he started suffocating, and then his soul left the body. And it came out, it could not come last, so it came out here somewhere at the head. Came out and was circling in the sky. And the demigods were looking. They saw the soul left this body fell down dead, and the soul was circling there. And then Krishna also, he break open the stomach, everything, and liberated his cowherd boys, start playing flute. They all came back to life. Then the soul of Aghasura entered into Krishna. The demigods, they could not understand what happened. How is possible? Agha means sin. So his Aghasura is the personification of sin. He did so many sins, but how did his soul enter into Krishna? The demigods, they could not understand that. How is that possible? Only one explanation: Krishna is so merciful that he is giving shelter even to the demons. Who is personification of sins, who has done all sins, he accepting him also. Like yogis attain the same thing. After so much sadhana, yoga sadhana for lifetimes, for millions of lifetimes, they can attain that liberation. And this demon gets the same. So they were astonished. They were so in ecstasy, seeing Krishna's manifestation of mercy. So they were talking each other, how is Krishna merciful and how his lila is wonderful. How his lila is wonderful. So they went back to the heavenly planet. Brahma could not come, because Brahma is the manager of the whole universe. He had no time to come. But when the demigods went back, some went to Brahma Loka, they were speaking, oh, his lila is so wonderful, he's so merciful. Now he's manifested on the earth planet in the form of a cowherd boy. Supreme Lord is there, and his lila is so astonishing. Then Brahma had the desire, oh, I want to see also something. I want to see some lila. Brahma, he's our Adi Guru, our Brahma Madhva Gauriya Sampradaya. He's the origin of that Sampradaya. So he had the desire to see Krishna's lila. But he's very busy, no? If you're manager of a small company, how much time you have to see Krishna's lila? You have no time, day and night working. So Brahma, he is the manager of the whole universe. He has no time to go. So, but he thought, okay, I want to go. I want to go. And Shukadev Goswami, he explained this killing of Aghasura. And then he said, after 1 year, the cowherd boys explained this to the parents. Then Parikshit Maharaj will stop and ask, hey, why they speak after 1 year only? He asked that question. Because every evening when they come home, the cowherd boys and Krishna, then they will tell, oh, Krishna did this, Krishna killed that demon, Krishna did this. Because Krishna doing so many things, they were full extra. But this time, only after 1 year, they told this history. Just Shukadev Goswami, in a few words he mentioned, after 1 year they told. Then Parikshit Maharaj, he stopped. Because he was listening very, very attentive. Every word what Shukadev Goswami was speaking, after 4 days of listening, still he was completely attentive. He wanted to understand. Then he asked that. And then Sutta Goswami here is explaining, when Shukadev Goswami listened that question, because we can maybe read that. Then when Shukadev Goswami, because Shukadev Goswami, he was in trance, no? He was not remembering something, he was inside the lila and just speaking. How the lila was happening, he was just speaking that. Then when Parikshit Maharaj asked some question, that also touched him, and then he said, Itam sma prishta sur satu badarayani stat smaritananta hrita kilendriyaha krichat puna labda bahya drishishanai pratyahatam bhagavata.dharma.ashram. When in this way Shukadev Goswami has been asked by Parikshit Maharaj, why they speak only after 1 year? Then that smaritananta hrita kilendriya, just thinking of Krishna's lila, because there's a reason behind. When he realized, oh, that is Krishna's lila connected, it stole all his senses. That thinking of Shukadev Goswami that he's going to that lila, what happened in that 1 year, he completely forgot everything. Rita Akilendriya, all his senses were stolen by that thought. Just remembering that Smarita Ananta, when he's thinking of Ananta, of Krishna's, of his unlimited nature and pastime, he forget everything completely. He went inside, forgot this whole world, everything what is going on. He forgot Parikshit Maharaj, forgot everything what is going on. But then, Krichat Puna Labda Bahyadrishi, with great endeavor, he came out with his vision, external vision. He came again. Because he had one, Parikshit Maharaj, he surrendered to him, so he had that responsibility. He fully surrendered to him. He gave his life in his hands. So with great effort, he came out again. Slowly, Shanai means slowly he came out to external consciousness and realized, oh, my disciple is here, he wants to listen to that. But just the thought of that lila took him completely. So, and then he was starting to give reply. What happened in that 1 year? Why 1 year is a break, no? He started to explain that. Then because Brahma, he had a desire. He wanted to see some lila. And who is in the heart of Brahma? Krishna is there. So Krishna said, okay, Brahma, if you want to see some lila, I will show you some lila. So Brahma came with his swan carrier to Braj. And after Aghasur has been killed, demon killing means lunch break after that. Otherwise, they are so much engrossed in playing that they forget hunger, they forget the body. But when Krishna is killing one demon, then they feel, oh, so one demon attacking the stomach, namely hunger. So then when the demon was killed, then all feel, oh, we are some hungry. Then that day, actually it was Balaram's some birthday or something. Not or some day he was engaged, he had to do something, had to stay at home. And Krishna said, today we will make a picnic on the banks of Jamuna, like here, beautiful bank of Jamuna. And everybody bring his lunch bucket. We will not eat at home, we will eat in the forest. Because more taste to eat in the forest. Then when the demon was killed, they feel now it's time. Lunch is there, lunchtime. So all they want to sit with Krishna. Millions, cowherd boys, everybody wants to sit next to Krishna. So they are quarreling, who will sit here, small boys are allowed. So everybody wants to sit with Krishna. And Krishna, what he did, he manifested himself for every cowherd boy, one Krishna. That everybody can sit with Krishna. It was great difficulty to sit them all down. Small boys, so wild boys also, they are cowherd boys, they are full of life, so he sit them down. Then everybody sits, everybody thinks Krishna is looking only with me and just sharing his lunch with me. So they were eating there. But Krishna is the Supreme Lord. But how they are eating and full of Shakya Ras, there is no difference between Krishna and the cowherd boys. So some cowherd boy, Krishna wants to bite something, he's stealing from Krishna's hand. Bite himself, oh Krishna, this is good, take. Biting and give to Krishna. Some Krishna wants to take one sweet. And when before biting, somebody snatches his sweet and puts in his mouth. Then Krishna makes like this, and that sweet comes out, and Krishna takes it. This is my sweet. Like this, they're eating. So no rules, no regulations, quarreling, fighting, and laughing, and all brought some lunch packet, and Madhu Mangala brought another lunch packet, like big size. Madhu Mangala likes to eat. So when the other cowherd boys see Madhu Mangala's lunch packet, they steal it. Then Madhu Mangala runs there, then he's throwing it to another boy. Then Madhu Mangala runs there, and he's throwing it to another boy. Then in this way they play with Madhu Mangala until he starts crying. Then they give it back to him. So like this big chaos is going on. Full lila, Shakya Ras. Very friendly, very loving, they together. Guru Maharaj explained. Then they tell to Krishna, Krishna, close your eyes, I have a very nice laddu my mother made. Then Krishna closed his eyes and opened them out. Then they put him one chili inside. Then Krishna, when he's so much fire, then all cowherd boys are laughing. So this is beautiful, no? This is very sweet. That time Brahma came, he wanted to see more lila, and he saw that lila. Shakya Ras, fully Shakya Ras lila. Brahma got some doubts. What is that? The demigods, they cannot speak lie. They spoke, Bhagavan, he is here in the form of a cowherd boy. How this can be Bhagavan? This is very difficult. He does not even know how to eat. They eat with left hand also, right hand, and the others. I know who is Bhagavan, because in Brahma Loka there is Sahasra Purusha, this Purusha Sukta mantra, no? Sahasra Purusha Sahasaksha Sahasrapad. This Purusha is there with 1,000 heads, and every day we do puja. Brahma knows we do, and you offer one glass of water, you offer many mantras, and from distance that even your breath will not touch the deity, you will do everything like this. But here, these cowherd boys, even that was is November, it's cold season, they take shower, not take shower, no care. In the morning time they come to Krishna, jump in his bed, wake him up, take him, come Krishna, we're waiting for you. So sometimes they don't take shower. They come, then they're putting something in Krishna's mouth, putting in their own mouth after putting Krishna. There no cleanliness, no standard, no mantra, nothing. And he is accepting that. That is not possible. Bhagavan never accepts such offerings. If little the purity is corrupted, he will not accept it. So Brahma had some doubts. This is Bhagavan? Cannot be Bhagavan. Bhagavan is a noble, he's not just an uneducated cowherd boy. So he had some doubts. So he was thinking, I have to test, is really Bhagavan or not? I want to examine that. So he stole the calves, because they put the calves in one place and sit down for lunch. And the calves, they went somewhere, little soft grass, where is green grass, they went. So Brahma went there and stole the calves. Stole them, put them in his kamandalu, and brought them to his place. And somewhere in Sumeru, I think so, Mount Sumeru, in one cave. He kept them there, the calves. Put them into mystic slumber, some yoga nidra, and came back. And then when the cowherd boys, he and Krishna were eating and they're joking, and then somebody say, hey Krishna, you see the calves are no more here. And Krishna looked, oh really, the calves are not here. Then all want to stand up and search for the calves. And Krishna said, you sit down, I will do. Because it took me so much time to make you sit. Again, I will not do. So you all sit down, take nice prasad, I will go, I will check for the calves. And Krishna went and was following the hoof prints of the calves. He is the omniscient Supreme Lord. He knows everything, but he, like an ignorant cowboy, where are the hoof prints of the calves? So he went until the hoof prints disappeared. But no calves also there. But it is wonderful how they can disappear. So Krishna was wondering, where are the calves? In ignorance. He's like Muktata, that is called. Krishna is simultaneously Sarvagya, he's all-knowing, and simultaneously he does not know anything because his lila requires that. To enjoy the lila, if Krishna is the omnipotent Supreme Lord there, how he can enjoy? So he did not know what is going on. Calves are gone, footprints also stop here. So in the meantime, when Krishna was away, Brahma stole the cowherd boys also, put them also in his kamandalu, brought them in the cave, put them into yoga nidra. Then Krishna was walking back, and so cowherd boys are also gone. So then Krishna was thinking, Brahma. Then he realized, oh Brahma, he wants to test me. He has some, okay, if you want to test me, I will challenge that, yes. So Krishna also, it became already the afternoon, so he have to come home. Then Krishna was thinking, what I will explain to the mothers, where are the sons, where are the calves, what to speak, how can I explain? Brahma stole them, or what shall I say? Krishna said, no need for explanation. He manifested himself into all cowherd boys, into all calves, exactly the same. Every single hair on the body was same, character was same, the voice was same, everything was same. And all calves, he also expanded himself. And came home playing with the flutes and singing and joking, and all Brajavasis were waiting for Krishna. Only that day something else happened. Namely, generally if Krishna comes with all his friends, all the mothers run to Krishna. Because they all love Krishna more than their own sons. But this time, all mothers run to their sons. Because every son is Krishna. there is no more difference. So they have so much love for their own sons now because every son is Krishna. And the cows also become mad when they see their calves. They're running there because all calves are Krishna. Krishna is all attractive. So by Yoga Maya they could not understand, but this love is there. So that went on for a long time. And Brahma, he went back. He put the cowherd boys there, and after he came back to the earth and want to see, now I want to see what is going on here, how this lila is disturbed. So Brahma, when he just coming and going back to the earth, it took 1 year. When he came here, he was looking, lila is normal, Krishna is there, cowherd boys are there, calves are there, everything is going on. Brahma became a little confused. What is that? What is that? Then he was thinking maybe they escaped. So he went back, searching in the cave, but they are all sleeping there. I came here, looking, then looking here, looking there, looking here, then he became mad. He would think, what is going on? I don't know. Then Krishna, he realized also, now it becomes dangerous. Brahma will become crazy, no? And if Brahma becomes crazy, I need another Brahma. I have to become Brahma maybe, so I have to give mercy to Brahma. Before he really, because if you cannot understand anything, you become crazy. No? If it's too much, you cannot process anymore that. So he thought now he has to give some mercy to him. And when Brahma was looking, he could not understand which is real, which is original, which is duplicate, which is that. They all looking same. So he could not understand this, there. Actually, there is a third set of cowherd boys and calves also. Because you cannot take out the cowherd boys and the calves out of Braja. So Yoga Maya also hide one set of them. Then Brahma was completely in confusion. He could no more understand what is going on. Then Krishna, when he saw now he is really in that condition, then Krishna revealed to him that Brahma was looking and he saw every cowherd boy, every calf is one universe. With the Supreme Lord is there, with the Brahma, with the Shiva, with the demigod, with the rishis, with everything. One universe. Brahma saw this all. And all this come from that small cowherd boy who has little yogurt rice in his left hand, who doesn't know how to eat. From him everything comes. Then Brahma he realized, oh my God, I have done a big mistake. I did something which one should not do. Then he thinking what to do, so he came down. He took his swan carrier, he landed there in Braj, and he came to Krishna. Krishna was his mood, he's a cowherd boy. He's looking, where are my calves? He's just looking, innocent. And Brahma, he was fearing, oh, what I have done, big offense. I did that, I could not understand. So Brahma, he started praying to the Supreme Lord. He went down, he bowed his head. Naumidyate abrava pushe tadidambaraya gunjavatang saparipichala sanmukaya vanyasaje kavalavetra vishannavenu lakshma shriye mridupade pashupahangajaya. I bow down to the Pashupangajaya, means who is born from the body of the cowherd, of the chief of the cowherds, means Nanda Maharaj. I bow down to the son of Nanda Maharaj. Now midyate abravapushe tadidambaraya. You are Idya, you are really worshipable. He could not understand it. He thought Narayan is a Supreme Lord. This Krishna cannot be Supreme Lord. Now midyate abravapushe tadidambaraya. Your body is black, like a fresh rain cloud full of water. They're very dark. You're so dark, nobody can see you. The heart is also dark, so how you can see Krishna? He is black, my heart is black, I cannot see. But tadidambaraya, your cloth is like a lightning bolt. Srila Goswami Maharaj explains that is Radharani's kripa, that Krishna's cloth is yellow, and by Krishna's cloth you can see him in the dark heart also, by Radharani's mercy. Now Midyadeya Brava Pusheta Dambara Gunjavatamsa, you have a gunjamala around your head, neck. You know this gunja? These are these black and red, black and white seeds. It's not no value, that is some seeds from the forest. Gunjavatamsa Paripicha, some flowers, some leaves behind the ears, some peacock feather in the hair, nothing has value. There's no gold, no diamonds, no silver, nothing special, just these simple things which lying around in the forest, he puts in his head and his everywhere. Lasanmukaya, and the face is beautifully decorated. They find some colored minerals and they put make some ornaments on Krishna's face. Like this he is there. So how you can understand he is God? God, man, Vaikuntha means he's full of opulence. He has gold, pearls, diamonds, all these things, the opulent, the king. But this is he's like children, no? The boy is decorating Krishna. When Mother Yashoda is decorating Krishna, but when Krishna comes to the forest, the boys say, no, this is no good decoration. They remove that and put another decoration. So we can imagine if children decorating children, how it looks. Very sweet, no? Very simple, very sweet, but so Krishna is enjoying that. And he put some garlands from forest flowers. No lotus flowers or no parijat flowers or heavenly flowers. No, that what they find in the forest. Of course, these flowers which growing in the forest of Vrindavan, when Lakshmi sees them, she is astonished. If Lakshmi comes, when she comes to Vrindavan, just seeing the flowers and the leaves of that forest, she is completely astonished. So beautiful, natural beauty is there of Vrindavan. So they put these forest flower garlands on Krishna. He has one rope to bind the calves. He has a horn to call them. He has his flute. All these symptoms, how we can understand he is God? So Brahma, he is just bowing down. I bow down to you, Lakshma Shri Mridupade, and your feet are very soft. But walking is like a tank, you cannot stop him. Krishna comes, small cowherd boy, very sweet, but big demons come, he's finishing them. Not losing his sweetness. Not become like in Vaman avatar, he becomes Trivikram, he becomes huge. No, just Putana came, he just sucking her breast and killed her. He could not even lift his head with his own power, but killed that big demon. And all others also, Shakatasura came, Krishna with his feet, he touched this and break into pieces. So he's not losing his sweetness, still he's walking, unstoppable. What he's doing, he wants to do, but with his sweet Swarup. So he's bowing down just his head, Brahma is bowing, but Krishna is just looking. Where are my cows? Where are my calves? Then Brahma said that is beautiful prayer. Asyapi deva vapusha mat anugrahasya svechamayasya natu bhutamayasya kopi neshe mahitva vasitum manasantarena sakshataveva kimutatma shukanubhute. Brahma, he bowed down his head and he's looking. Krishna is standing in front of him. And he's realizing that. He saw his Swarup, his beautiful form as a cowherd boy. Brahma was completely charmed by that. There's like millions of cupids, so beautiful. And he realized also that Asyapi Deva, he's speaking, O Deva, O God. Deva means who is doing his playful lila, who is shining, who is the Supreme Lord. He said, O Asyapi Deva Vapusho Mat Anugrahasya. This body you have here, this you manifest for my mercy. To give mercy to me. Because who can see the Supreme Lord? And I am standing, he's bowing down in front of him and seeing. Supreme Lord is there. So he said, this body Mat Anugrahasya. To give mercy to me, you manifest that. Because he manifested that because Brahma was going to be crazy. No? He understood, he was really thinking what to do, what his mind cannot do that anymore. Then when Krishna manifested himself and showed everything comes from himself, then Brahma realized, oh, you did that for my mercy. How merciful is the Lord. I listened how merciful He is before from the demigods. He gave mercy to Agasura, but now He's giving mercy. Mat anugrah. So He's giving the mercy to me. Svecha mayasya natu bhuta mayasya kopi. Out of His own desire, He took this body. There is nothing, Krishna has no karma to have to take birth. That is not necessary. We cannot out of our own desire manifest our body. We get one body which Maya will give us. But He is Svaicha mayasya. This is His own desire. Krishna wanted to give the mercy to Him. Natu bhuta mayasya. That body is not controlled by matter. Brahma realized that because he is eyewitness. He see Krishna is there. Brahma realized what kind of body that is. This body is made of mercy only. This body is made of Krishna's will only. This is not made of earth, water, fire, air, ether and these things. Not like that. So Brahma was completely ecstatic and completely also, he could not understand anything. How you can understand this kind of body which is not made of what we know. It's made of mercy, it's made of free will. This body manifested here. So Brahma said, I cannot understand the power of this body. I have no idea how this is. In my mind, if I gave manasantarena, I withdraw myself completely from this worldly plane. I go inside, I cannot understand what is this body. Krishna's, how to understand Krishna. Brahma, he said, I cannot. What we shall say? Brahma said, if with full meditation, with full concentration, I cannot understand the power of this body, which is directly in front of me. What shall we be? Where is Krishna? We don't know. We shall not see that. We cannot understand anything. So Brahma, he said, I cannot understand. I cannot understand one thing. Out of your mercy you manifested. You're so merciful. You manifested that body. But I have no power to enter, to realize that. Your body, then what to speak of your happiness you feel inside the body? Brahma said, how can I understand anything? What is your own realization? Oh Lord. He completely surrendered there. He said, I've got nothing I can do, nothing. I can only do one thing, bow my head. That is the only way. You cannot understand Krishna because next verse is say, Gyane prasam udapasya namanta eva. Jinvanti sanmukaritam bhavadiyevatam sthanastita shrutikatam tanduvan manobhya ye prayasya jita ajito pyasita istrilokyam. Famous verse. Gyane prayasam udapasya. Throw out this search running after knowledge. It's not working with Krishna. It's beyond knowledge. Gyane prayasam udapasya. Kick it out. No more knowledge, no more gyan. One thing, namanta eva, just bow your head. This is the only thing. When Mahaprabhu listened that verse, he said, here it starts. Ehohoi. Karyagan, but go on. Mahaprabhu, he classified everything as external until this verse came. When he listening, Mahaprabhu Ramananda Roy. When this verse came, Mahaprabhu said, that is substantial, that is something. Now it starts. Here the spiritual life starts, here bhakti starts. Bhakti starts gyane prayasam udapasya. If you stop running after knowledge, bhakti starts. And what you do? Namanta eva. Bow your head. Jinvanti sanmukaritam bhavadiyevatam. And live your life in such a way that you listen from the sadhus about Krishna. That is the beginning of bhakti. Starts with listening. This is the first thing it starts. You listen from the sadhus about Krishna, you listen about bhakti. Jinvanti sanmukaritam bhavadiyevatam. Brahma said, if those who are living their life and listening about you, he started glorifying Krishna. Your Katha. Wherever they are, sthanastita shrutikatam tanuvan manobhya. Wherever they are, they shall stay there. No need if you are grihastha, stay grihastha. If you are brahmachari, stay brahmachari. If you are sannyasi, stay sannyasi. If you are in Czech, stay in Czech. If you are in India, stay in India. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are, you stay. But shrutigatam tanuvan manobhir. With your body, with your speech and with your mind, engage that in listening. So how to engage your body in listening? That is also the question. How you will engage your body in listening? Listening, ears are listening, but how the body will listen?
Sitting.
Sit down peacefully and listen. It's very difficult, no? Just to sit and listen. This is great service, this is great tapasya, this is a great accomplishment. Just to sit down, some sadhus coming, you sit down and listen. Sadhus will be more enthusiastic to speak. If somebody will listen down and attentively listen, like Parikshit Maharaj, he is listening. How he is listening? Because he is listening so carefully that every word, when there is some little contradiction, he immediately asks. Then Shukadev Goswami, he was so pleased with that, therefore he told his whole lila. When Parikshit Maharaj asked, I wanted to speak that before, I forgot, how Shukadev Goswami was pleased by that question. He said there, he called him Sadhu Prishtam Mahabhaga. He called his disciple Mahabhaga. You are most fortunate. Sadhu Prishtam, oh, very well you have asked this question. This is a very good question. Because he asked why 1 year passed, no? Tvaya bhagavatottama yan nutanaya shishyasya shinvannapi katammuhu. One who is listening so carefully, this katha becomes newer and newer and newer and newer. If you're listening fully, katha will never be boring. The moment you switch off, then you can no more. Then it becomes boring. You want to then thinking of prasadam. But if you're listening carefully, what is going on, then everything what you listen about the Supreme Lord, it becomes more and more tasty, more and more tasty. So Shrinvan api katamahu, you're listening, even you have heard already so much. Katha is also 4 days listening, full of many hours sitting and listening. But if one is very attentive, that katha will never become stale. It can always, and it becomes new and new, because Supreme Lord's nature is, He is new and new. He's always, His beauty is new and new. And then Shukadev Goswami said a nice verse, very nice. He says, Satamayam sarabritam nisargo yad artavani shruti chetasamapi pratikshanam navyavad achutasya yat striya vitanam iva sadhu varta. Sadhu varta, those who are sadhus, they always speak about Krishna. Sarabritam, those sadhus who carrying the essence, who realize the truth. These sadhus, they have this symptom, yat artavani shutta chetasamapi. They put their mind on the essence, what is essential teachings, yat artavani shruti chetasama. They not speak at this, what has no meaning in this world. Means everything. All material topics. What is about sports, now about war, now these things, disease and what is going on, this world, they never speak about these things. They go to the essence, yat artavani shruti chetasamapi pratikshanam navyavat. Every moment this is fresh. Every moment they speak about Krishna is new, fresh. How? To give a very good example, like materialists speak about women. This is always fresh. Everybody can understand that. So everybody understands how this is, because they can speak all the time. You see so many, everywhere they put beautiful women for advertisement, and still people look. It's not the first time they see a beautiful woman, but they will look again and again. This is always fresh, always new, and always they can speak, and there is always some Miss Czech and Miss Austria and Miss World and Miss Universe and Miss this and this, always the same, but it's always new. So in the same way, sadhus speak about Krishna. They have the same enthusiasm to speak about Krishna like materialistic people speak about ladies, or ladies speak about men. Is also opposite in both things. Striyavitanam. Like those who are uncontrolled, they speak about sense enjoyment. Same way sadhus speak about Krishna. So they cannot stop. It is not that it's become boring. I mean, you see what people speaking about is always the same. But is it boring for them? No, it's ever fresh. They can speak about poets all the time. They can, whatever they do, no? We all know. Same way sadhus, they never become bored. It's becoming new and new and new and new. So therefore, then he started explaining all this. He was very happy with the Parikshit Maharaj's questions, and he started explaining this, and then what happened in that 1 year it took until it was discovered. Then Brahma, he prayed so many verses, 40 verses are there in Bhagavatam. We cannot go through all. Gave many tattvas. One famous verse also, this Tate anukampam susamikshamano. What is that? Tate anukampam susamikshamano bhunjana eva atmakritam vipakam vridvagvapo birvidananaste jivetayo muktipada sadaya bhak. That everything is your mercy. Brahma. Tate anukampam, everything is your mercy. Susamikshamano. One should tolerate it. If something bad happens, is also Krishna's mercy. Something good happens, is also Krishna's mercy. Both you have to tolerate. Susamikshama, bhunjana evatmakritam vipakam. What is coming from our karma, we have to enjoy anyhow. So what is the use to fight against that? This is a famous verse, and Srila Goswami Maharaj, he says this is one of the key verses to understand Krishna, to understand spiritual life.
From Bhagavatam?
This from Bhagavatam.
Which canto?
This is 10th canto, 14th chapter, 8th verse. This 14th chapter means Brahma's stuti, Brahma's prayers. These very famous prayers, many deep tattvas there. And this verse is very famous, and many times our Muni Maharaj is maybe 3-4 times a week he is mentioning this verse. It's very essential to understand that no need to blame anyone else. Everything is my fault. Brahma also realized, he spoke that everything is your mercy, but we get all things because I have done something. This is like if you go to toilet and there's something coming out from your body and you're blaming that. Why this stool is coming? But you ate also. I have eaten, so it's something that is karma. It means I'm eating, something is coming. So you put some rice, dal, sabji, sattva gun inside, but tamagun comes out. That is the problem. But the karma is like that. We have done that, so some result will come. So no use to quarrel with that, to fight, to be angry. This is so, karma is like that. Whatever manifests in my life now, even this sunshine or this cold, it's my fault that I am here now to experience that, good or bad. If bad weather is there, that is my fault that I am in this bad weather. It's not the fault of the weather. I could also be in another place. So no need to complain.
Nice, right.
Yes, one should never complain about the weather, should never complain about this, about that. Everything is our karma. And everything, te anukampam, is your mercy. Then never to complain. Even some hardships are coming, heavy things are coming. Who is behind that? Who is controlling that? Who is sanctioning it? Who allows it? Krishna allows it to happen. So if he allows it, and he is all good, he is all loving, then why to complain? If he allows that something bad happens to me, if I lose something, maybe some wealth, some health, something I lose, if he said it's okay, then why I will complain? Who comes to that point in his life, he can really start with spiritual life. Because after that, you stop fighting against the environment, which is anyhow useless. That karma will go as it goes. But if we stop fighting against, then what we do with our time? Suddenly we have so much time left. Now people, they are fighting against the climate. It's ridiculous, They want to change the climate, they want to change the planet, they want to... It's a waste of time. So if those who are all engaged in that climate change or whatever, fighting against corona restrictions or whatever they do, if they stop that, how much time is left? How much energy is left? How much attention is left? So Brahma said, Rit Vak Vapu Bhir Vidanam Namaste. Give pranam with surrender to you, with the heart, with the voice, with the speech, and with the body. Give everything to you, because who is surrendering, he will get your mercy. He has a right, like somebody is a son, he will get the heritage. Only one qualification, survive the father, which is generally the case. That's the only qualification. You don't have to do anything. If you're the son of a rich man, you will get it. Just when your father will pass away. That even if you're not so good person, or if you don't do anything, but you will get that. So the same way you will get Krishna's mercy if you surrender to him. Same way. Just wait. That Brahma's famous prayer. So therefore this is one also in Bhagavatam, one explanation of what Vaishnavas should do. Just wait. Krishna's mercy, that is already everything is Krishna's mercy. These circumstances on the planet now, also Krishna's mercy. So we just wait. But waiting doesn't mean just sleeping. Waiting means put your heart, your voice, your body into his service and wait what will be the result. He will do. He is Supreme Lord, he is inside every atom, he is controlling everything, past, present, future, everything under his control. So why he will not protect? Why he will not give his mercy always? But we have time. We're not fighting against the environment, we use all our energy for his pleasure. Therefore then we have time and we can just wait, passing time. Rupa Goswami said the same. Tannama rupa charitari sukirtananu smrityokramena rasana manasini yojha tishtan braje tat anuragi jananugami kalam nayet akilam ityupadesha saram. Kalam nayet akilam. All your time you use. For what? Tannama rupa charitari sukirtananu. For his naam, for his rupa, for his form. Charita means his lila. Sukirtananu. Nicely you sing. Not just blah, 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 blah. Nicely you sing. Take your time for his katha, for his kirtan, for his name. Not chanting Hare Krishna, Ram. What is that? That is not so kirtana. Just to finish it. No, just nicely do. With the music, with rhythm, with the melody, with everything you can do that. And use your mind and use your tongue in his service. And then, Tishtam Braje Dadanuragi. Then we are living in Braja. Here Rupa Goswami said, Tishtam Braja, stay in Braja and follow one who has developed his attachment, his spontaneous attachment for Krishna. This passing of time, this is the essence of all advice. Past time, this is the essence, iti upadesha saram, this is the saram, the essence of all advice is past time. Kalam nayat akilam iti upadesha saram. Pass your time, but how pass your time, that is important. No? Not making big plans in this world to do that and this and become this and that, no. Focus your mind on Krishna. And pass the time, let the time pass. By time passing means all the karmas will be destroyed in the meantime. And all, not only karma will be destroyed, that is secondary effect. All these feelings will come also, that will grow inside. Attachment for Krishna will grow, and then what will happen, how we started, you can detach your mind from the sense objects. That is the way how to do that. By his katha, by spending the time with his nama rupa charitari sukirtananu smrityokramena rasana manasinaja. And remember, after katha also, if you remember what this Bhagavatam want to tell me, then it will really work. Just if we're sitting in the katha, but the katha is not sitting in us, it has not much meaning. We're sitting inside katha, but inside the heart is thinking this, thinking that. then it will not work. So after Katha, somebody is thinking what the Bhagavatam wanted to tell me, then this will go inside. And this is the best time to pass, best way to pass the time. Today is also Ekadashi. This is even bonus. Here also you can remember Vrindavan. Just look out, this is banks of Jamuna, swans are there. Imagine a few lotus flowers more and a few flowers on the trees. It will become Vrindavan. So then it's the best to pass the time in this way. Then we're following the essence of all advice, all others are secondary. You follow the essence. Brahma said the same, Sthanestitam Shrutikatam Tanuvan Manobhya. Stay where you are and just listen. With your body, means just sit down. How we listen with our voice. He said, Shrutigatam Tanuvan Manobhya. How to listen with the voice. We listen with the ears, no? So how we listen with the voice?
Ask questions.
Ask questions and also speak it what you heard. Don't keep it with you. After you heard, you speak it to others also. That is really listening with your voice. Speak it to others. That will enhance also that will go more deep if you speak these things. The best way to learn a subject is to teach it. To master something, the best is to teach it. So if you want to understand Krishna, speak about Krishna also. First hear, then also speak. Ridvagvapobiya and and how to listen with the mind is also really focus your mind on that. During the Katha and after also. Tanuvan manavo ye prayasa jita jito pyasitaistre lokyam. Brahma said, who is doing that, he can conquer you. Who can conquer Krishna? No demon can conquer Krishna. These demons could not be conquered by all the demigods combined. Agasura, Bakasura, Putana. Every single one of these demons can defeat all the demigods. But Krishna defeated them like this. But Brahma said, who listens like this with his Tanuvan Manobhya, with his body, with his speech, with his mind, who listens about your Bhagavatam, your beautiful explanations, these narrations about you, he will conquer the one who is unconquerable in all the three worlds. So, who listens about Krishna, Krishna becomes bound up in the heart of the devotees by this Harikatha. Krishna also will come and listen, what they are speaking about me. He will also listen. And somebody is always speaking, always listening about Krishna, Krishna will not go. He will conquer he helpless. Like Mother Yashoda bound to Krishna. By love, not by power. Devotees also do that. By this Harikatha, this is the power of Harikatha. It gives Krishna, it gives also Krishna Prem. This from all this is Nam Sankirtan. This lila kirtan, speaking and hearing is the best way to pass time. So we are happy we have here this opportunity. Then Brahma, he spoke 40 verses and Krishna not reacting. Krishna ignoring him completely. Long verses, big topic, big meaning, Krishna ignored him completely. Then Brahma understood. At the end he said, some people say they know you, O Krishna. One of the last verses he said that. Where is that? Here. Jananta eva janantu kim bahuktya name prabho manasa vapusho vacho vaibhavam tavagochara. Some people say they know, and let them know so. Brahma said, some who they say they know, let them know. What I am concerned, what to speak more, he said, what I can say, Brahma who stands in front of Krishna and who is praying to Krishna and who got completely ignored by Krishna and who cannot understand anymore. Krishna is listening, Krishna is not listening, Krishna is angry, he is not angry, he does not understand anything. He could not understand Before he could not understand, now he can also not understand. And he said, Manasaha vapusha vachaha, the opulence of your mind, of your body, of your speech is beyond my reach. Brahma said, everything, this is completely beyond. You are completely outside of my understanding. Others may say they know you, let them say so, but Brahma said, you're completely beyond anything what I can understand.
Does he mean bhakti is beyond knowledge?
He spoke about Krishna.
Yeah, but can we understand this like this? So the mundane knowledge...
that is mundane knowledge, of course. But here Brahma, he is eyewitness. He has full realization. But still he says, he's standing in front of Krishna. Long time. Trying to catch his attention by Krishna, not reacting externally. Then he said, you are beyond this, your mind, your body, your opulence is beyond my understanding. No? I cannot understand anything of that. Not with senses, not with intellect. Brahma is most intelligent. So Krishna and the bhakti is Krishna's energy. That is also same category. Is also inconceivable. And the bhaktas also inconceivable. How they connected with Krishna also, learned persons cannot understand that. So that is here, meaning is material knowledge. Or knowledge of, which leads to impersonal, to that liberation, desire for liberation. This kind of knowledge. What knowledge Mother Yashoda has about Krishna, that is what knowledge Gopis has about Krishna, what the knowledge Vaishnavas have about Krishna, that is helpful. That is not useless, because they know, like Mother Yashoda knows what Krishna likes, which kind of prasad he likes. Guru Maharaj said Krishna is not eating sabji rice dal, he likes only butter and milk. So Mother Yashoda knows, so she gives him full butter and milk. What the gopis know, what Krishna wants, what the Gurudev knows, what Krishna wants, that is helpful. This is also kind of jnana, but that is not, we don't reject that one, because that is helpful. No? But here, Brahma, he prayed many beautiful prayers. Krishna did not react, then finally Brahma just give pranam, make parikram and left.
How many shlokas?
40 verses. 40 verses. Finally he make parikram around Krishna, give pranam and left. And Krishna go on with his lila.
And how to explain Krishna's silence?
Krishna's silence here, because there is a comparison. Indra, later on Indra's lila will come, because Brahma's offense was not very big actually, no? He not did heavy offense, he just stole the cow boys and the calves and put them into mystic slumber with carefully, not harming anyone. But Krishna was stern, angry. He ignored him. Then Indra, you see, Indra's offense, he want to destroy Braja, he want to kill the cows, he want to kill the Brajavasis. Krishna lifted Govardhan hill, and after Indra is coming and apologizing with a few verses, and Krishna speaks with him. Krishna is very pleased with Indra. Because Brahma's position is higher than Indra's position, so he should be more respectful, more careful, more responsible. That is one reason. Another reason is Brahma separated Krishna from the Brajavasis. But Indra united him. Indra made such a lila possible that Krishna lifted Govardhan, and for 7 days the gopis and Krishna were together in front of all. All rasas together with Krishna, 7 days non-stop. Madhurya rasa cannot be in front of another one. That must be always hidden in the forest. But that time all gopis looking 7 days at Krishna. And nobody can complain that, why are you looking at another man? Everybody looking at Krishna. All looking at that small boy who is lifting the Govardhan with the small finger of his left hand. All, and the gopis looking, and Radharani looking, and Krishna also looking to them. And 7 days they together, they forget hunger, sleep, everything, just enjoying Krishna's beauty, and Krishna enjoying the love of his devotees. So Krishna was very pleased with Indra's service. Krishna enabled that lila to take place. So therefore, he accepted Indra's prayers. He told also to Indra, that is your position, that's very dangerous. So be careful, don't become proud again. But Indra's throne is like that. Again he became proud. When Krishna went to heaven and wanted to take one parijat tree from there, Indra started fighting with Krishna for one tree. He again forgot who is Krishna. This throne of heaven, this opulence, this position is so dangerous.
So we can see it in this world. No?
Yeah, then that was nothing compared to Indra. And they are so weak. One is mayor of a small village, he is proud. So, but the Krishna, also Brahma, once Brahma, that is also very high position. Therefore, after Brahma here, he was praying, Tatastu mena atasa bhuri bhago. Oh my Lord, let me be that fortune. I don't want to be Brahma again. This position of Brahma, take it. It is an obstacle. I want to be like that cowherd boys. I want to be like one calf. I can be any animal in this Braja, but I don't want to be Brahma. Because they are so close to you, like Maharaj yesterday explained. It's so close that you don't know he's Bhagavan anymore. He's so friendly, you can play with him, you can climb on his shoulders, you can joke with him. Everything. So, I want this. Give me that birth. Any low birth is also okay, but don't want to be Brahma again. Therefore Krishna fulfilled his desire. Next life Brahma took birth as Haridas Thakur in a Muslim family. So no pride, no position, nothing. He's very humble and he tasted that. That was Krishna fulfilled the desire of Brahma. And he could again be in the lila, get more lila. So many things. So this Krishna's Katha is full of teachings, and who hears that, his heart will become pure, 100%. That will become pure. You put your mind there. This is the only moment when you can separate your mind from the sense objects. The moment Katha stops, your mind stops, immediately goes to this world. Immediately. This is so. Therefore, the best, only solution is 24/7. You go inside, but that is not possible in this world. Body needs some care. Have to little exercise. You see, Goswamis. Shankya purvaka nama gana natibi kalavasani krito nidrahara viharasya viharakadi vijito chatyanta dena chayo. Means they were always chanting Shankya purvaka, fixed number of names. Shankya purvaka nama gana natibi, they chanting name, fixed name. Gana, they were singing songs. Natibi, they give a fixed number of pranam. And in this way, Chankya Purvaka Nama Gana Natibi Kalavasani Krito, they spend their time. All of us, we have to spend time. Nidra Hara Vihara Kadi Vijito, but they spend the time in such a way that Nidra, Ahara, Vihara means sleeping, eating and recreation, they conquered. They don't need. Sometimes Goswamis, they sit down in meditation for 3 days to forget everything. One time Swami Haridas, who is Banke Bihari, who founded Banke Bihari deity,